The time has come, everyone, for another HYROX vlog. Now, it is currently Wednesday. I'm racing tomorrow, so Thursday. So what I thought I would do is just, well, intro it now, mainly because tomorrow I just probably will forget and have other things to do. So intro it now. I thought I would just talk you through the course. I'm doing doubles, so how we're planning to split things up this time. And just like thoughts and feelings, really. Let me get the course up. So this is the venue. I've done Manchester before. Manchester was actually my first ever race. This will be my fifth. It feels like a lot more, but this is my fifth. And to be honest, I'm quite nervous for this one. Even though it is doubles, I'm still a little bit nervous. And I think because I've done this venue before and because it was my first one, and to be honest, it was tough. So I think I've kind of got a bit of PTSD about going back to that same course. But positive-wise, I'm happy because, one, it's in Manchester, so I literally have to walk down the road and I'm there. Two, I'm doing doubles, and doubles are so much more fun, I want to say, if you can call it fun. And three, this one might just be a bit silly, but like after a race, normally I'm so hungry and there's nowhere ever to eat. Like venues are very like away from city centres or away from things, and there's not really much like food options, whereas we're Manchester City Centre, so I can literally have whatever I want to eat when I'm done. Anyway, let's talk about the course. What I'll try and do, if I'm like techie enough, is I'll put this in the corner so like you can see it while I'm talking about it. I believe this course is the third time you see the outs, you're gonna go in. What I remember liking about this one last time is that the warm-up area and like the bag area are really separate. Like, I think sometimes in venues, they can be like you're warming up right next to the course. And sometimes for me, that's a little bit, it throws me. Whereas from what I can remember here, the warm-up area, there's like a little bit of a wall and then you go into like the start tunnel and then you're in the big venue, which is always nice just to kind of be a bit calmer before you start things. I don't know if it was like this last time, but everything's in order, which sounds really obvious, but sometimes I've been to places and they're like, it'll be like station 1, 3, 4, 2, and it like jots around. When I'm racing, my brain is so not there. But if things aren't in order, I'm literally like, what am I doing? But normally the thing I struggle with most are the runs. If you haven't gathered by now, guys, the runs and the sleds. Again, if you don't know, I'm quite asthmatic. So running is difficult in itself. My excuse. It's difficult itself, so then going from the runs into sleds is the bit that I find really, really quite tricky. As for game plan, our overall game plan is to finish. We don't have like any specific time, we don't have any specific like things we really want to hit, because honestly we haven't trained properly for this race. I feel like I said that for the last one, but for this one definitely haven't. Like I've done the odd HYROX-y things here and there, but we've not specifically trained for this race. So for me, it's just to finish it and enjoy it, because sometimes I get a little bit stressed. I hold my hands up, I get a little bit stressed, and that's not an enjoyable thing for anyone. The plan that we've got going into it, I'll explain it now, but then maybe when Pute's back later, we can do it again in case he thinks we should change things. But runs, the first run I'm going to pace because I'm the weaker runner, and both of us get a little bit excited and like, yeah, and want to run the first one. So I think I'm going to pace the first one and take it really quite slow. Skis and the rower, so both the ergs, we're going to split into 250s. So 250, 250, change. The sleds this time, we're going to try something a little bit different. So with the push, we're going to do half a length swap, half a length swap. For the pulls, we're going to keep it one length. Only because in Rome, for the sled pulls, we tried to do half and half, which in hindsight, we thought of this on the day, which is really stupid. We weren't planning to do this. And on the day we were like, let's try this, which is a little bit stupid because when you're pulling the sled, when it's the furthest away, it's the hardest. When it gets past the halfway point, it gets easier. And I was always starting with the sled the furthest away, getting it halfway, and then Pute was taken over. And I was like, why is this so hard? Because I'm only doing the hard part of the pull. So we're going to do the full length as planned this time, hopefully. Burpees are a little bit difficult for me anyway, because until I can see how the track actually is, I find it hard to know how to split it up. But the plan we've got right now is to do 10 reps, swap, 10 reps, swap. Burpees, I think, are my strongest station by far. I think it's both our strongest station. So I don't really have any like qualms about that. It's just I think keeping it not going completely to the point where I'm like, oh, this is enough, and tapping out before then. So we'll do about 10 swap, 10 swap. Same with lunges, until I can see like how the lengths and like the laps are, we're going to plan to do it as 10 swap, 10 swap. And farmers carries where it gets tricky for me. I find it harder being the person not carrying the kettles. Like if I'm carrying the kettlebells, I feel like it's a lot easier, but if I'm not, I have to run, and I don't want to be running. Like to run to keep up with the other person, that kills me more than actually doing the exercise. And then Wall's plan again is to go 10, then 10, then 10, then 10. But I think by that point, we'll literally just go until we tap out. But the plan is to do 10s. But yeah, that is our game plan as of right now, as of the day before. So hopefully nothing changes. I'll see you all tomorrow for race day. It's very loud. I feel like you can't do anything. How are you feeling?
I was nervous, but now I'm like, I just want to get it done, you know?
Same. Like this, like how close we are. Yeah. We're sat in this like, they've put, I'll stand it so you can do it as well if you want. There's, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, I'm going to just show you. It's like a little conference room. I feel like an exhibition hall. We've got like an hour till we're going to race. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to eat something, I'm going to drink something. And then we're going to have a good old time. And we're going to ignore these massive spots that have appeared on my face.
Alright, come on Manchester. Let's keep it up, bring the energy. We got here just...
We've made it out the other side.
Hooey.
We've bought the merch because we are the definition of all the gear and no idea this way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and no idea.
Absolutely no idea. We were saying, I don't know if you can hear anything in there, but we felt like that when, well, like we were like, yeah, this is going well, and then I looked at my watch. It wasn't going well.
We paced ourselves a little bit too much.
I think we definitely paced ourselves. But positives, normally we stop on runs. We didn't stop on runs. Positives, we came off and didn't feel like
Hell.
Yeah, normally I come off and I'm like, have to be removed from the recovery chairs after they're like, you need to leave now.
But like, get out.
Yeah, literally. But today, it's not too bad. We've obviously, I know just said we bought merch. I have a bit of a thing that I have to buy the merch for the place. Like, so anything that had Manchester, and I was like, scooping that up. But final thoughts and feelings before we finish this vlog.
I felt good. Yeah. It felt good. I feel like now we've slowed down, we can speed up.
Wise words to live by there. Our friend was like filming little bits. We don't know what he's filmed, so there might be bits inserted, there might not, but thank you so much for watching, and
thanks for watching, we'll see you later.
bye.